So, first of all, thank you all for calling in. It is Tuesday the 19th, and I am pumped up for this call. It is Tuesday the 19th, right? Lisa, you're laughing at me.
It is.
What?
I said it is.
Read the comment that Carrie posted.
Oh.
Was it me? Is it not the 19th? That totally could be possible. All right, anyway. So before we get right into things, because I have so much I want to share about this challenge that I'm pumped up about, does anyone have any shout outs or anything that they would like to share with the team?
I do.
All right.
Shout out to Jamie. I think he's on audio. I don't think he's on the face thing. He sold his first challenge pack and got his first customer. So just wanted to congratulate him. He's super excited.
Yay. Congrats, Jamie. That's awesome. I love it. And I know that someone actually came to Jamie and, they chatted in person about everything. And obviously it turned out great. So I'm psyched for you to start helping her.
I forgot, Lisa did too. Lisa sold her first challenge pack.
Yay, Lisa. Congrats. That's exciting.
Thanks.
Has a boyfriend.
Anybody else have a shout out?
Thoughts and prayers.
All right. So I will ask everybody now to mute if they haven't already. That would be wonderful. And we will jump right in. Okay. So I'm psyched about this, guys, because I feel like everything we've been talking about this month has been leading up to this moment in time. We've talked about goals. We've talked about mindset. We listened to Carrie last week talk about how she went from being a hobby coach to a business coach and taking this opportunity and running with it. And now I want to give you specific things that you can be doing every day for your business so that it starts growing immediately. And so you will start to see an impact immediately. I wanted to start just by telling you how I got to where I am in this business and also where I want to take it this year, because I think it's important for me to continue sharing my vision with you all because we're doing this together. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. We all need each other to grow and to achieve all of our goals. So as you all know, I started last February. And since then, I have achieved Success Club every month except for 2 months. I hit Success Club 4. I now have, 8 coaches that I personally sponsor on the team. But beyond that, we have a ton of other coaches that are on the team that everyone is bringing on, which is amazing. And if you count discount coaches, our Ambition Army downline is now up to like 200 coaches, which, in a year's time is incredible. And we've done all of that together. And it's something to be really proud of. And it's an achievement that I don't think we even talk about enough. So, congrats to all of us for getting, for starting with one and now being all of us. It's just such an incredible thing. I didn't get there by chance. I didn't get here by chance. We didn't get here by chance. The reason I love fitness so much is because I think it kind of bodes well to business too. There's so many parallels to it, right? Like if I wanted to say, I want to lose 10 pounds, I can't just wish it to happen. I can't just say, you know what, I know what I need to do. I need to eat better and exercise daily. And then it won't happen unless you actually take action and do the daily behaviors. And it's the exact same thing for business. Sometimes I think we get caught up in, making sure we're doing our personal development, or we stay in our comfort zone of posting the things that we feel comfortable posting about. But in order to take this to the next level, we got to get outside our comfort zone. we have to do things and do the behaviors that will take us to that next level. So I just want you all to know that I have been doing this consistently day in and day out since last February. And, you know, as your leader, I want to lead by example. I want to show you that I'm not just sitting on the sideline here. Like, you know, I am actively posting 3 to 5 times a day. I am reaching out to tons of people every day. I'm following up with them. I am keeping my pipeline very, very full. And I am talking about the coaching opportunity with people. And that is not always comfortable for me either. You know, I've trust me, it is outside my comfort zone as it is for all of us. But sometimes we need to step outside that comfort zone. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. Like I said, it's the same thing with fitness. If you ever have fear inside of you, I think all of us can equate what we're doing in our challenge groups to what we're doing in our business. What are we saying to our challengers? We say, get up every day, do the work, and you're going to get results. It's the same thing for coaching as a business. So that said, I want to also talk about my goals for this year. So I have been a diamond coach since last March. You know, I achieved diamond in 30 days, which was a really cool achievement. And since then, we have been building this incredible culture on the team. And it's something I am so proud of. If I could even tell you the amount of coaches that I talk to who are star diamond coaches who can't even get 2 coaches to call into their team call. Like, it's the struggle, it blows my mind. Like, I can't even tell you how thankful I am for what we have here. You really are a family to me, and I'm just so grateful for all of you because you show up, you are on our team page, you're all active, and it's an amazing thing. So my goal for this year to go beyond that is now I want to help all of you get to diamond as well and beyond. You know, I want to take this leadership role to the next level and develop more diamonds on the team. So my goal by the end of the year, I'd like to be a 5-star diamond, which means that there are 5 other diamonds on Ambition Army. I also want 3 of those diamonds to be star diamonds. So, you know, that means that not only are there diamonds on the team, but those diamonds are building diamonds. And that is it. All you have to do is a little research to know that when you get to that point, it is life-changing for all of us. You know, the financial opportunity, the opportunity to change lives. I mean, I shout out to April for that amazing business opportunity post. Like, I think back to when she first started, she wouldn't have had that kind of like confidence to be able to do that. You know, that's what this is about. My passion is helping people find their confidence, build their confidence, and help them feel empowered that they can literally do anything, that they can break through walls. There's no glass ceilings here. You know, think about all your friends who are in network marketing. Network marketing isn't some ooey gooey nasty thing anymore. Everyone's doing it, right? So the question isn't whether they want to do it, it's whether they're going to sign on with Melanie Mitchell and Bonnie Engel, or whether they're going to sign up with Lisa or Jocelyn or Cindy or Sam or Carrie. All of you need to like own that and make sure that you're presenting this as a business, as your passion, and just being confident in that. So sorry, I get excited. My other goals for this year, I want to, so from a financial perspective, I want to be able to pay to get PIO certified. I think that that would be super duper fun and goes along with my passions, and also yoga certified. So again, this is beyond just Beachbody. These are like life goals that Beachbody can help me achieve and help us achieve. And the reason I'm sharing this with you, because I want your wheels to start spinning and where you want to take this business. The other thing I want to do is, I don't know, not many of you know this, but I have a background in digital marketing. I have a marketing background. And what I would love to do is to take my knowledge and my expertise and bring that and start creating webinars, business webinars, to help people, whether they're a Beachbody coach or anywhere in the network marketing realm, and create business webinars. So that's one of my business goals as well. And I will share with you guys too. This is the last thing that I'll note on the, financial perspective. My husband recently changed jobs, and it was a big deal. Like Jocelyn and Greg know each other from WB Mason, and when people are there, they stay there for quite a long time. And Greg was at this job for 11 years, and it wasn't the best environment for him, and he'd been looking for a change for a very long time. Financially, it was a very scary thing, and nothing could quite compare, so we always felt very stuck. A new opportunity came up really very recently, and it was a risk, but we knew it would be a positive lifestyle change. And one of the main factors that he was able to make this leap is because of the money that I've been making with Beachbody. Now, you all know I don't talk about the money part of this very often. The reason I'm sharing this with you is so that you can see that the opportunity is here. Am I making six figures like Liz Hardkey? No, not yet. But I do believe that that can happen, and I believe that we can do this together. We already have that culture built. Now let's just take action and get there, and like I said, step outside our comfort zone. Okay, so let's talk about this Take Action Challenge. What this is going to be, it's going to start tomorrow, because I don't know, call me crazy, but when an idea strikes, I just feel like you got to do it. Maybe I'm impulsive, I don't know, but I just think that this is going to be awesome for everybody, a really great opportunity. So it's going to start tomorrow, and I'm going to show you the premise of it. And let me break this down. There's going to be a business activity tracker. You're going to have a checklist, and I'm going to bring up that checklist right now. I'm going to share my screen. And the reason I put this checklist together, can everyone see my screen? Can you give me a thumbs up? All right. Let's go to my, the little thingy is in my way of that's the post. Sorry guys, I just have to go back into the folder. The reason I put this together is because there's a difference between being busy and being productive. And one of the challenges that I faced this past year was sitting down and being like, uh-oh, what do I do now? I guess I'll put a filter on this picture and maybe the inspiration will just come for a post. Or who did I talk to yesterday? I can't really remember. And you spend all this time thinking that you're being super busy, but it's actually not productive whatsoever. So how this is going to help is it's literally going to be a checklist for you to follow every day for the next 12 days and beyond if you feel it's helpful. It's something you can tweak if you find that you can add more people every day to your network or whatever. Like, you can update this. But this is the basic part. So I would recommend printing out 12 of these, or copying and pasting a new one every day, whatever you need to do. But you go through this checklist every single day. And I made it doable. I'm not saying like you have to reach out to 50 people every day. Like, this just breaks it down to reaching out to a few people, every day, following up with a couple people every day. Make sure you're doing your workout, making sure you're doing your Shakeology. I don't know how many of you are checking the Coach Online Office, but that's super important to do. It talks about how there's resources if you have a question. Listening to team calls, which you guys obviously don't have a problem with. You're awesome there. Checking in a team page naturally. This one I added because I love it. You are going to call, text, or even message someone, whether they're a fellow coach, whether they're a customer or just a friend. Reach out to them just to encourage them. Say, hey, I saw that post about that haircut you got. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Or, hey, I saw that you graduated or got this or that degree. Like, congratulations. Anybody that you feel like might need a little bit of encouragement in your life, do that. Because that's just another way of connecting with people. It's filling their bucket. It's filling your bucket. And I just think that it's putting out good karma into the universe. So I did add that one. It won't take a lot of time. This last one post inspirational or engaging things on my social media. I know in a lot of things you read, or, you know, with the Beachbody Daily Behaviors, they say to post 5 times a day. Now, I know that's not always possible. In fact, usually I'm probably closer to 3 times a day. So for the purpose of this challenge, it's going to be 3 times a day, unless you feel inspired to do more. And I actually created a posting calendar for you to make it that much more simple for you to follow. But that being said, I don't want you to feel like you can't tweak it and change it based on your own passions, because that's what this is about. So let's jump over here to my posting calendar. It's not going to let me, is it? Let's go back again. Do you, thumbs up, do you think that business activity tracker is going to like help and help you be more productive, do you think? I can only see a few of you. Okay. Okay, sample posting schedule. So obviously tomorrow we're starting on a Wednesday, but this is just a Monday through Sunday sample of a social media posting schedule. And again, you can copy and paste this into a new document and update it and change it however you'd like, except for a few things, which I'll go over. But you can see, you know, for me, I work out in the morning. So it makes sense to, you know, throw up a workout picture and do a motivational quote, you know, kind of throughout the week, I changed it so there's a theme every day. And you can completely work within the themes of Motivational Monday, Turn It Up Tuesday, Wacky Wednesday, like whatever you want. Just make it all about you. And having a mid-afternoon post, I know that's tough for some of you because you work, but that's where post-cron comes in. Like you can schedule posts ahead of time to post on your page. And it's having those consistent posts are very, very important for this. The nighttime ones, challenge group invites and coaching opportunity posts. So I know you're probably looking at this and saying, wait a second, I have to have 2 coaching opportunity posts a week. What is in that Shakeology, Lindsay? Like, that's scary. And I know it might bring you outside of your comfort zone, but I'm not talking like, hey, you want to be a coach? Like, message me. That's not what I mean. It could be as simple as what Lisa said in the team page today when she was like, you know, I love team calls. I get to wear my whatever, I get to wear my pajamas or sweatpants. Like another team call tonight, just another reason to wear my sweatpants or whatever. Like to me, that's a coaching opportunity post. It's kind of identifying the things that you love about coaching and just putting them out there in a post. So it's not even like an invitation, but it is kind of an invitation in the way that you're inviting people to take a sneak peek into what being a coach is like. One of the things I'm going to share on our page is, I don't know how many people watched the Bonnie Engel National Wake Up Call. She's amazing. Her team is top 5 this year, the 5th, you know, team in elite coach. She's only been a coach 2 years this month. 2 years, and she's like the number 5. Unbelievable. And she talked about the coaching opportunity and what was a major game changer for her. And she realized that what she needed to do was to post and talk about the coaching opportunity more. And not in like a really pushy way at all or a straightforward way, but just publicly making her page be kind of like a sneak peek into coaching. And I loved it. She broke it down into 4 different things that she sits down and thinks about every week. And she makes a list. First thing, what objections have you been receiving? And this goes for the coaching opportunity or challenge groups. And I know we've talked about this before from the challenge group perspective. Whatever objections you're getting privately, give a public answer. Give a public answer. People are giving price objections. Throw it out there and be like, geez, you know, I thought Shakeology was a lot at first until I realized I was spending $20 a week at Starbucks, you know, so for $4, you know, so that's answering a question publicly that you're getting privately. The second thing, What are the fears you have or have overcome? You can speak to fears that you have. Gosh, I didn't think I could coach because I'm not even all that into fitness, or I haven't been to the gym in 10 years. How was I going to coach? And then I realized this is just all about the community. It's the community aspect. It's the team aspect. So again, you're speaking publicly about things that people might be pushing back about privately. Number 3, talk about the team, taking a selfie during our team call and being like, it's Team Call Tuesday. And this is something that I need to do more too, guys. So don't think I'm just talking at you. I'm going to be doing this challenge with you. I'm going to be posting more about the coaching opportunity too. And then number 4, and I love this one. And again, it's something I don't do enough. Favorite successes you have seen that week. This could be highlighting some amazing thing that happened to a challenger, a text message that you received. It could be a coach on your team achieving a new rank. It could be a new coach on your team. Give a shout out on your page. So all of those are ways that you can talk about challenge groups and the coaching opportunity without directly saying, hey, want to be a Beachbody coach? Like, ask me about it. Does that make sense? So when you look at the calendar and you see, oh gosh, I have to post about the coaching opportunity tonight, one of them lands on Tuesday. It could be as simple as talking about the team call, maybe the topic, or if you had an aha moment, just posting about that. So for your other posts, for me, you're going to see a lot of like recipe ones. I'm going to be doing yoga posts when it comes to workout things, because those are my passions. And I challenge all of you, write down your 5 passions. Like I wrote down mine here. These are my passions, which you probably already could tell by my posts that these are the things that I love. And you all should do the exact same thing. Write down your 5 passions, and your page should explode with those things and just scream that. Because by doing that, you're going to attract more people who have the same passions as you. And use those passions to update this calendar to your liking. And I even put in here, like on Friday, you can specifically have a post about what your passions are. So that is that. Do you guys like this whole social media posting schedule? Do you think it'll be helpful? Okay, awesome. And the last thing here to keep track of, this is a 10 and play. And you'll notice again, the importance of writing things down, the importance of tracking things. And what 10 and play means is simply that they're the 10 prospects that you're working with right now who have information, have shown interest, and you're just waiting for a yes or a no. If someone says no, they get taken off the list, and then you find a new prospect. The reason this is so important, it's all about making sure you have a full pipeline and that you're following up with people. Of these 10 prospects, do I think all of them are going to buy challenge packs from me? Nope. Based on my experience, probably one or two of them will in the next couple months. And the other ones maybe a few months from now, the other ones maybe never. So that's why this is such a numbers thing. That's why talking to as many people as possible is so important. And my hope is that by the end of the 12 days, if you do these daily actions, if you do the checklist, you're going to have a full 10 in play. You're going to have somebody on every line. That to me would be an incredible goal for these 12 days, is to fill up your 10 in play list. And I can't guarantee, but I can pretty well guarantee that if you do this checklist every day, it's not going to be a problem. You'll probably have that filled before the end of the 12 days. So those are the 3 things that are going to help you get started immediately in this action challenge. Every day as well, I'm just going to be posting a quick video. Maybe some might be from me, but mostly it's just going to be from other top coaches about challenges that we have. For example, I love Bonnie Engel's video on how, facing objections with confidence. Like, I really want this to turn into almost like a training session in a way, like not coach basics, but it's like getting back to basics. Honestly, this is like getting back to basics, getting our ducks in a row, and having a specific rubric that you can follow every day to help move your business forward. So let me stop sharing so I can see all of your faces again. So I feel like I'm talking to myself. Let me check the chat right here if anybody, okay. Okay, so the business activity tracker, and I'm gonna kind of go over some of this in the group, but it is something that needs to be done every day. And the only way this group is gonna work, the only way we're gonna have success is if we hold each other accountable. Just like with our challenges, we ask them to check in every day, right? That's gonna be so important in this group. As the truth is, guys, we have this incredible team. If we're gonna get to the next level, we have to hold each other accountable. We have to do the work. So if you wanna be in this group, I ask you to commit 100%. You know, I know things come up, but if you want this to work, you gotta make it work. Wake up a half hour early for 12 days. Just prove to yourself that you can do this for 12 days, you know? And it kind of will just prove to yourself where you're at with this business. You'll prove to the team where you're at with this business. You know, you're all in or all out kind of thing. Well, not all out. I mean, you can make this business however you want. But for these 12 days, just go balls to the wall. Like, why the heck not? Do the checklist, do the daily behaviors. And I'm telling you what, if you do them, I guarantee you are gonna hit Success Club, and that is gonna be your measure of success. And I have a fun reward planned for whomever gets the most Success Club points because of this, because I know they'll be rolling in when this happens. Okay, so questions? I know I just threw out a lot of info, and there's gonna be more info in the group, but tell me what questions you have. Did focused energy make me talk way too fast?
I have a question.
Yes, Lisa.
Are you gonna share those Google Docs with us somehow?
100%. They're going to be living in the file section of the group. So I'm actually going to create a private group
Okay.
just for this challenge. And I'll put all of those in there in the file section, as well as just the links to the Google documents.
Okay.
So you can have them.
I have a question. I feel like I'm back in school. And I don't know if, Lindsay, this is just for you, but maybe anyone else. 13 Facebook messages when I got home from work today. So I sat on my couch for an hour, and then, you know, while Nick was working out, I was making dinner, I was responding. But that was like a good maybe hour or so to respond to all of those. And it's like I also, you know, I work full time and I have to feed our family. And does anyone else have any suggestions on how to balance that? Because, like, I actually, you know, I want to talk to these people and I want to, you know, get them to that 10 and play, but it's a lot of time.
So first, I would suggest you have to kind of gauge where the people are at. Like, I don't know where you were at in the messages with each of these people, if any of them were like, I don't want to say like prioritize people, because that sounds absolutely
Like,
awful.
I did.
But you kind of need to, you know?
Yeah.
And I think if you look at that checklist, like, you kind of know which things are going to move the needle forward,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And if waiting an extra day to get back to 75% of those people because you're just chatting it up, that's okay. You got to put that off, you know, because just talking with someone about their day isn't what's going to move your business forward now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say leave them hanging for a week, but you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you have a specific time where, you know, even during a weekend, where you start, you know, getting back to forming with all those 10 other people kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
No, that's a great question, Lisa, because I'm experiencing the same thing, and I'm just kind of like trying myself to figure out how to juggle it, because I even after we get off the call, like 20 messages, but not all of them are people that are, it's just like conversations that are like the getting started conversation. So like, I'll tell you one tip that I did, and I'm in the same spot as you as like trying to figure out how to juggling this. Anybody that I start a brand new conversation with, and if they get back to me right away, I leave that message until the next morning. So it's kind of like, and I treat it as, if I get back right away, it means I can always get back right away. That means, so I'll kind of like, I'll send a message. If they get back to me, I don't respond right away. I wait and kind of respond to it the next day. So it's like there's always a conversation started, and it's a lot. So I was even talking about it with Lindsay today, like how to kind of organize yourself, and because you want to be genuine, you want to get to know people, you want people to get to know who you are, and the best way of doing that is being yourself and being sweet and being kind and asking questions, and and girls love to talk. So, I think Lindsay makes a good point about prioritizing, and then, I don't know, getting in a system. I think we're all kind of in that, like we're building momentum. So go ahead, Lindsay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like there's never going to be a perfect system. This is like the grind right now. This is the 2 to 3 year grind where you're working your butt off. But then in the end, it's like so worth it. So in those times, even when you're feeling overwhelmed, you just gotta, like, of course, just go for it. But again, like, prioritize those conversations, have a Google Doc going so you don't like forget about anybody, but just make sure that you're prioritizing your time. And I will say too that the first week of February, I invited Meredith Kelly to speak on our call. She's a 5-star diamond. She's a 2015 elite coach. She is a ball of energy. She has a full-time job in the financial world. Like, this girl works her butt off. She travels a lot, and she's been able to grow an amazing business. So the reason I'm bringing her on is because I don't have all the answers for you. I could talk till I'm blue in the face, but like, I'm a stay-at-home mom. My schedule is different than the majority of you who work. So that's why she's coming on. I already told her that these are the types of questions that she'll be getting and that you can all ask her. But even she said, she's like, I don't have it all figured out, but I can share what's been working for me, the best. So, stay tuned for that too.
I think that's a good point, because that just reminded me of Melanie Mitro's call too, when she was just kind of like, as soon as I had the opportunity, I kind of like grinded. I just kind of hit the keys and started talking, started connecting and communicating. And like, a good way to think about it is this is our business. So if you open a brand new business out there and nobody's coming, how are you gonna make people aware of you? You got to be talking. You have to be people aware of who you are and what you're offering and what you're all about. So we're doing it virtually instead of having to show up to network marketing parties. We're not needing to have a storefront. We're not needing to do all of that other overhead. We get to sit on our comfy couch and network with people. And that's kind of the name of the game. So I think we'll hopefully figure out a way, but I mean, I guess that's just the approach that I've been thinking about. Like, if I had a business right now and I had a storefront and I wasn't getting any business, I'd have to get myself out there. And this is how we get ourselves out there on Facebook. I don't know. Does that help?
Yeah, I think it's turning off your notifications too. I think it's not getting distracted by something that you know is going to take a ton of your time right away, and maybe getting other things done that you know is going to take a certain amount of time, and then using the rest of your time. Like it's honestly, I've heard of people getting little alarm clocks or using your phone as a time clock and saying, I will let myself chat with people for 10 minutes and that's all I have. And once that 10 minutes is up, whatever conversations are still hanging. Like that could be another way to do things. Yeah.
I like that.
That's one thing I do, and I think it was from Elizabeth Harkey in one of the trainings, which she takes her phone and she puts it on airplane mode.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts the timer on and she sets it right here, and she can see that counting down. And that's kind of what I did today is like, I'm like, okay, Nick just left the office. He'll be home in 40 minutes. I'm like, how much can I get done before he walks in the door? And I was like, balls to the walls, like ignoring everything, trying to get it done.
Yeah.
It's almost like maybe that's the approach you need to take. It's just like, you only got this amount of time,
Yeah.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So what does airplane mode do? It just keeps from any messages or calls or anything coming in?
It turns off your
notification.
You can't get calls, you can't get data, you can't get anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be helpful.
Yeah. And Newsfeed Eradicator, for anyone who hasn't downloaded that, it's absolutely amazing. It's been life-changing for my productivity because I even still try I click home on Facebook thinking that my newsfeed is going to be there. It's like this weird habit, you just automatically go to your newsfeed and nothing pops up, just a fun little quote. And it says things like, tomorrow isn't a real day of the week. Like, it gives you these like motivational quotes that you're like, oh, you're right, I just did it again.
Now, Lindsay, when you do that, do you have to go and search individual people if you want to check out what their posts are? So, okay, so then I'd be able to do that. And then if I did that, and then I could still go in and check on my challengers and check on my coaches.
Oh, yeah.
And then.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can also, open up a different browser and open up Facebook on there, if you really want to.
Sneak.
And that's the other thing too. If you're feeling like, I don't know who to reach out to and say hi to, there's a way that you can actually download a list of all of your Facebook friends. And if that interests anybody to learn how to do that, okay, I'll put it in the page then, because it's something I'm planning on doing too, and just downloading into a Google Doc and just start saying hi to people. So it's just another way to keep track of who you're reaching out to.
Can I share a story?
Please.
Okay, so I think last week I made a list of people and I was going through my Facebook friends and I was writing down people I haven't talked to since high school, though Lord knows how long that was. And one girl, she's in London. We were friends in college. I haven't talked to her in years. And she was like, I really, I probably realistically would have never talked to her again in my life. Just, this is an opportunity to reach out to people. But I've connected with so many people that I probably never would have talked to again in my life. Mm-hmm. And it's been amazing. So it's like originally I probably Hannah Pierce, she kind of scared me, but I reached out to her and, we're talking about PiYo. So it took some time to get there, but it was just like, okay, people really aren't as scary as I make them out to be.
No, they're not. It's true. And everyone does really want to reconnect. I always wanted to reconnect with people before I was a Beachbody coach. And I kind of was like, gosh, am I like that weird person that no one wants to be friends with? That actually crossed my mind. It really did. That's another reason why this opportunity has been life-changing. And now I've reconnected with people. I had a friend I hadn't talked to in 15 years. Now we're super close again. And she texted me tonight just being like, hey, can you send me some positive vibes? I had a rough day. Those are the relationships that we're creating. Way beyond, the Shakeology that she gets from me every month, way beyond that. So it's all good. And the last thing I wanted to say is to be prepared for this, start thinking about challenge group invites because February is right around the corner. And I think having a, beginning of the February challenge group is going to be really important. And just start thinking about a kick butt theme or a kick butt invite that you want to do. Yeah. And just let it scream you. Let it scream you. All right, does anybody else have any questions or stories or anything that they want to share? Are we like excited about this? Are you thinking that this could be like super awesome? Are you like, Lindsay, what are you doing? Like, you can be honest. It's all good. I can take it.
What's that lamp behind you that keeps changing colors?
Oh my God. They sell them in the mall, and we got it for Cole for Christmas last year. It's like made of this plastic, and you can buy them either multicolored like that or single colored. And obviously, I went with the disco multicolored.
Love it.
Thank you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be posting tonight in the team page. And all you have to do is say, I'm in, Lindsay, because you don't have to be. That's the thing. I don't want anyone to feel pressured into this group. I don't. I want this to be something that you're doing for yourself and for your business if you want to put in this extra time and work. If you don't have the bandwidth or you're not interested in it, trust me, I will not be upset. It's not going to be like there is no judgment from me. This business is whatever you want it to be. So I'm just providing this opportunity for people who want to take it to that next level. So I just want to be clear on that. But so you can just type I'm in, and I will send you the invite to the private group, and we will kick things off tomorrow with a bang. Boom. All right. Anything else, guys, before we sign off?
Cindy, have fun at Disney.
Yes. Yippee. All right, guys, we'll have an amazing night. And thank you all again for just being amazing. And I can't wait to see where this year takes us. I'm super pumped. So, and get on the wait list for the cruise. There's no, you don't have to put a deposit down. If you do get off the wait list, you don't have to go. But just in case, you never know, Punta Cana. All right. Good night, guys.
Night. Thank you.
Thank you.